Monday morning. It is now 6:05 a.m. I had a very busy night. It was funny. I came out, and for the first 45 minutes, I had no business at all. Then I had one call, and I got scooped by another one of our drivers. One of our drivers took my fare, stole my fare from me. Dispatcher wasn't much help. Then, after that, I received a call, and I went non-stop till about 3 in the morning, or was it even later? At one point, for about an hour, I was the only Victoria taxi on the road. All the other cars were parked. Everyone gave up and went home and left it all to me. I had to do some running around. I counted the Interac, and it was over $300 just for the Interac alone. I think I had a $500 night. And I'm pretty tired from it because I would get a call to go to before I'd even get paid from the last customer. So it was just rushing around, rushing. I don't like working that way. I gave up working Friday nights and Saturday nights for that reason, because I don't like rushing, but the money's good. I hope that the next couple nights are a little more relaxed so that I can remain sane and not get stressed. Because I don't like being stressed. I don't like being rushed. I want to ooze into retirement. Anyway, I'm not going to go into any details tonight or about tonight because it was just a big one. And I could talk for half an hour about all the things that happened, maybe even longer. And I don't think I want to put you through all that. I'll be back tomorrow. Time is now 4:50 a.m. I just dropped off one of the janitorial staff up at the university. Even though the university is closed for COVID, they're still keeping on their janitorial staff because if they were to lay them off, they would probably find jobs elsewhere, and then they would have a real pain of a time trying to get them back to work. So they still employ their janitorial staff at the university, even though they're not busy. I had a pretty good night. Nothing like the Sunday night. The Sunday night was incredible. Tonight, the pace was a little bit slower. There were times where I had 2 or 3 in a row. And the tips were generous. And I had a couple of really good trips in there. Can't complain about all of that. So I broke 300 tonight. But the last night was so hectic I broke 500. Now I hadn't broke 500 in a very long time. I used to I used to do that sometimes on Fridays and Saturdays, but I haven't worked Fridays and Saturdays for almost 2 years now, which is just all right by me. I'm fine with that. I don't have any rude kids who don't know how to drink Friday and Saturday night. Well, now all the bars and restaurants are closed except for takeaway menus, for restaurants. I gotta open this a little more. There we go. We don't like our light to be flickering too much. What else is going on? What else is new? I'm pretty tired because of yesterday. The Sunday night just wiped me out. And tonight, well, I did get some sleep at work, which was a good thing, because I didn't get enough sleep at home. Yeah, I fell asleep in my chair at about, I don't know what time it was, 10:30. Was awakened by the phone at 2. Now, usually I shut my phone off, or I have it on automatic total silence during the hours when I want to be sleeping. But I was expecting a call, kind of. And I received that call. It was an international call. It was a call from another country. And the connection was so bad, or the phone was so bad, it was muffled and I couldn't understand what the person on the line was saying. There was also an accent involved. But mostly it was just poor sound quality. I couldn't make out what was being said. So, yeah, that was a bit of a waste. I don't know. Yeah, it's quiet right now. We've got, how many cars on? Let's see. Oh, crap. This still going? Yeah, sorry about that. When you're accelerating going up a hill and the phone is propped up on the dash, there's a good chance that it'll do what it did. It flopped over. Hi, Monica. How many cars do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars on the road. That's enough to handle the morning. In fact, it's probably too many cars at the moment. I'll be back tomorrow. Didn't think you'd see this, did you? Here's my story for tonight. It is now 3:08 a.m. and I have just dropped off at the really quiet airport. Last night, I must have got up out of bed and shut off the alarm and gone back into bed, only to wake up at 8 o'clock. So waking up at 8 o'clock is waking up 4 hours later than I usually do. But instead of taking my time and preparing my dinner and getting ready and relaxing and slowly getting ready, I just basically threw some clothes on and I was at work 20 minutes after I woke up. Then it got reasonably busy, and by midnight I had my lease and fuel on, and then after midnight it got busier, and by 2 o'clock I had another $100 on. I got sent to an address, and it said on the MDT, she's outside now. So I went and got her and took her where she was going. And after I dropped her off, I got sent out to the Western Communities in Langford for a time call that's 10 minutes away to get to the airport. And I was in the vicinity of Tillicum Mall. If there was any traffic, it would have been a long haul. But you know what? I got to the doorstop, to the door in Langford, just on the dot at the time when the call was due. The guy was just coming out of the lobby with his 2 bags and said, and I asked him, can I, take your bags for you? And he said, sure. And just give me a few minutes. I have to go upstairs, get my wife and daughter. So he went upstairs to get his wife and daughter, and I did a $60 fare to the airport. And that's how come I'm out here. And so I've got about $260 on, approximately. And it's 3 a.m. And I've got 3 hours to go. If I make 300 for the whole night, I'll be very happy. Thursday morning at 6:02, and I have $370 on. Yes, $370. I've had a good night. Well, it was Welfare Wednesday, so there were a lot of people earlier on in the shift doing shopping, and I had some really good luck. I took a guy from the Navy out to Sydney, and that was like, a $60 fare. I had a couple of fares that went to Langford from town, and I had one that was after I took somebody out to Langford, somebody in Langford called and ended up coming back into town. So it was just busy. It was like a Saturday night or a Friday night that we used to have back when times were good. But I haven't worked Fridays and Saturdays in a while because I don't like the stress. I don't like to be rushed. And yes, I was rushed last night. Towards the end of the night, my regular customer called me up. Well, I have her blocked. So she didn't exactly call me. She left me a voice message. Apparently, if you block someone on the phone, you will not receive their text messages, and you will not receive, the phone will not ring when they call, but it will go to voicemail, which is what it did. And she said, call me, I have cash. Okay. She called me. She didn't have cash exactly, but she had Interac, and there was money in the bank. So, she borrowed some money off of me and paid for the borrowing cash off of me, and she paid for the cab ride, and she paid me some money back that she owed me. She still owes me more, but she paid me some of it back. And she said, so could you do me a favor and unblock me from your phone? And I said, oh, I'll think about it. As long as she has the intentions of paying me back right away, or real soon, fine. Yeah. And I told her why I had blocked her the last time was because I didn't want to be shelling money out to her and her not paying me back, which is what happened in the past, and that's why she owes me a mountain of money. So I don't want to do that anymore. Anyways, the rest of the night and everything else about it went really well. And I'm kind of tired. My time is up anyway. I'm going home. I've had enough. And there's one more night to work tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to go for my walk this morning. I think I should, because yesterday I didn't. And the reason I didn't go for a walk yesterday was because I was tired again. And because, as I was tired, and it was raining, I didn't want to walk in the rain. I guess you could understand that. I don't know if I'm going to wash the car today. It might rain again. I'll wash it tomorrow for sure. The night started. I woke up at 8 o'clock. I'm supposed to wake up at 4 o'clock. Did I get up and shut the alarm off and climb back into bed? Or did I sleep right through the alarm and make the alarm a part of my dreams? I don't know. It was one of those two. But anyway, suffice it to say, usually I get to work just after 6. This time I just got up out of bed. I threw some clothes on. I went to work. I was at work at 8:20 rather than 6:20. So I woke up 4 hours late and I got to work 2 hours late. Then for all my trouble in the first hour, I got no business. But I did manage to go to McDonald's and get myself a quarter pounder. so that I wouldn't starve. And instead of taking the time to prepare my dinner and get ready for work and everything, just threw some clothes on and went to work. I waited an hour, like I had my quarter pounder. I waited an hour and then got a call. And when I arrived at the place where I was supposed to pick up somebody, there was nobody there. Oh yes, classic. Then I got another call across the bridge. So from my place of rest till finally picking someone up was a big deal. Then immediately after I dropped that off, I had another call. It was downtown. I had another call downtown taking a customer back to the area where I was waiting for the first time. She was going to Walmart to work there. That was around 10 o'clock. Then I had another trip after half an hour. Oh, I guess, yeah. And then after that, it got pretty steady. Now it's 5:05 in the morning, and I have 330 on. So it's been a really, really phenomenal week money-wise. But in terms of stress and getting tired of driving rather than getting tired of sitting around, I think I got to work late 2 nights this week just because of it was so busy. That Sunday was incredibly busy, and then the rest of the nights, I have not had a night under $300. So, let's see. Let's see, 550. My income for myself this week is over $1,200. That's good. That's very good. That's my best week of the year so far. And that's with the COVID and everything, and with reduced taxis on the road, and more people are coming out more, and most of the cabs are not on the road. So we're having some good times, evidently. Who knows what next week will bring. Anyways, I got a little less than an hour to go if I go home at the time I normally would, and I'm quite tired. It's been a tiring week because of how busy it was. And I mean, I could stay out longer. I could stay out past 8 o'clock if I really wanted to. But I don't quite feel like it. I've made enough money. And to think I'm going to have to pay taxes soon. Income tax. Yeah, that's going to be a chunk. Hope yours is better than mine.